Hare Krishna. This is the second part to the Samskars, and I welcome all the devotees who are listening to this video. Though an essential part of Varnashram system, Samskaras have remained an integral part of Vedic society. Now, in the Gaudiya Vaishnava context, Vaishnava Samskars have specific functions for practicing devotees in Grihastha life. A very important verse in the Shastra states the purpose of Samskaras. It is from Aitreya Smriti. Janmana jayate shudra sanskaradhi bhavedvija veda patad bhaved vipro brahma janati brahmana. It is said that everybody is born ignorant or shudra by birth. By the Vedic reformatory processes, he becomes a Brahmana. Human being is born in ignorance, Janmana Jayate Shudra. But by the reformatory processes of Samskaras, the Vedic rites of passages, he becomes twice born, Dvija. Then by further cultivation of knowledge and training, he becomes a Vipra, that means expert. And finally, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. After he understands what is the supreme absolute truth, Brahma, he becomes truly a Brahman. The process of reformation continues as training, and as the child grows up, we can see the effects of samskaras on the child. For example, the child becomes more peaceful, less violent, more intelligent, and above all, more inclined towards Krishna consciousness. It is to be noted, however, that samskaras are not substitutes for bhakti, nor are they karmakanda. Rather, samskaras are an aid to devotees who seriously wish to practice Krishna consciousness. The rituals does not make one pure. Rather, they are medium for purifying the consciousness. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 1st chapter, verse number 41, it says, Asamskrita kriyahina rajasa tamasavrita rajaste bhakshaishyanti mlecha rajanya rupina. In Kali Yuga, this tendency is inherent in living entity not to follow any kind of reformatory purificatory processes such as samskaras. In fact, by not being purified by any Vedic ritualistic processes, people generally tend to be more and more ingrained in the mode of passion and ignorance and tend not to follow any regulative principles. The idea is first to invite a pious soul and from there try to improve his qualities through the samskaras as much as we can. Performance of samskars requires systematic training. Such systematic training is available in ISKCON for the initiated or second initiated devotees, and it has been provided and organized by the deity worship ministry of ISKCON in Mayapur. Those interested in learning more about samskars can get in touch with Mayapur Academy based in Sridham, Mayapur. Samskaras should not be performed keeping in mind the remuneration by the performer. In Bhagavad-gita, 17th chapter, verse number 13, we find a very interesting verse, and I quote, Viddihinam ashishtanam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yagyam tamasam parichakshate. It says, any sacrifice performed without regard for the directions of the scriptures, without distribution of prasadam, without chanting of Vedic hymns, and remunerations to the priest, and without faith is considered to be in the mode of ignorance. Though generally, samskaras involve fire sacrifices. However, not all samskaras require fire yagyas. The soul of Vaishnava samskars are the same. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Prasadam, service to the devotees, that what constitutes the actual samskara, and the full benefit is accorded to the performer of the samskaras. Samskaras impress upon us how seriously we should take human life and human birth. Even for one soul, the whole community comes together, pray for him, bless him, later on train him, so that he can become advanced in Krishna consciousness, take it up for himself, deliver himself from the cycle of birth and death, and delivers others also. At the end, samskaras are means for praying to Krishna to help us become devoted to him and become better servants. We request you to read Srila Prabhupada's books and instructions further on this matter and try to imbibe this spirit of samskaras in our daily family life. Thank you. Hare Krishna.